going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad.
Hello, Aloysius. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Hello. Yes, we do need to do book first. Yes. You have a question for me, though, do you? Okay. Well, first, it's our book. Make a good Christmas present for that person writing in your life. Really helpful. Links below. Okay, Aloysius. You have a question. You were online, yes, because you go on your social medias, don't you? Yes. And you had shared something. Oh, very good, very good. You shared something with the people. All right. You shared a story. Yes. That was very brave of you. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you, Aloysius, because we've talked a lot about having the bravery to put stuff out there, haven't we? Yes, we have. So I'm very, very proud of you and any of you out there who've put stuff out, because it's always a very brave thing to do. So I'm very proud of you. Yes, but after you put it online, yes, I have a bad feeling about where this is going. Yeah, is it a bad place? Oh dear. After you put it online, somebody left a comment complaining about a typo. Oh, yeah, that is that, and it made it all feel really icky. Even though I got over my fear and put something out there, and then somebody making a big deal about a typo made me feel really small and like I wish I didn't do it. Yeah. You know what we call those people? A bitch. That's what we call those people. That is unfortunately something that happens when you put things out there. Were there other comments that were positive? Yes, there were other comments that were positive, but that person deciding to nitpick made you feel bad and sort of spoilt all the rest of them, right? Yeah. That is unfortunately something that happens a lot when you put things out there online. You know what? We are very, very, very fond of the hide person from channel button on YouTube. Yes. They can scream into the void, but we don't have to pay any attention to them. Yes. Why? Because people who've chosen to make you feel bad about some small, easy to overlook error are generally people who don't have the courage to put stuff out themselves. They look at what you're doing and they think, I wish I could do that, but I can't do that, so I'm going to tear this person down. That's mean. Yes, it is mean. It's incredibly mean. And it's not Her Infernal Majesty mean, scream at you like because you've done something and threatened to beat you like a carpet mean. No. She's funny. Well, actually, she's really, really scary. But it's not the same sort of mean. No, this is something that happens when you are in deep, deep, deep scarcity narrative. Now, remember last time we were here, we were talking about fear narratives and those ideas that it's really, really hard and only certain people get it and that therefore you shouldn't try. Well, that's a form of fear, of scarcity narrative. It's an idea that there's only so many opportunities around, and because there's only so many opportunities around, I have to eliminate the competition. Yes, your story was the competition. They only ever do this. You should really, really take it as a compliment, because people will do this to you when you've put up something good. They don't do it to something that's really, really shit. They do it when you've put up something good, because what they see is oh, they're getting attention. I'd like attention. They're better than me, so I have to do something to make them small again. And that might be pointing out a typo, pointing out something that you might have got slightly off. It could be, it's not, they will phrase it as though it's constructive criticism. But the difference between constructive criticism and this, which is bullying, is, generally speaking, you asked for constructive criticism. You organized a beta reader. You hired someone to read your manuscript and say, these are the things that work, these are the things that don't work, this is what you need to work on, I can help you with that. That is constructive criticism. Saying, you shouldn't do that, or it's generally not considered, blah, 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 is just being bitchy and a small, tiny, little act of nastiness. Yes, because that's what it felt like, didn't it? Yes. These are the same people who are very, very strictly with ideas. They are very much the people who believe that ideas are finite, and that I must hold on to my ideas as though I'm never, and because I may never get another one. These are the same people who care about, oh, well, you don't want to put it in the competition, they might take your copyright. What, seriously, you're only capable of writing one story ever in your life? Because if you're only up for one story and you're really that worried about what's going to happen to the copyright of that story, sorry, you're probably in the wrong discipline, because there is throwaway writing, and then there is perhaps your more serious writing, and you have to just accept some of it's just throwaway. Some of it we just put out there and it doesn't matter. And you weren't after, you put your story up, you weren't really thinking, oh, this is a whole load of money I'm going to earn. No, you just wanted people to read it and enjoy it, didn't you? Yes. Were you worried that, oh, my copyright will be stolen? No, because I'm in Australia and I know my copyright is automatically covered by law. Yeah. We're not America here, sweetie. Our copyright is automatically covered by law, whether you're published or not. That's how copyright law works in this country. So you weren't worried about any of those things. You were putting your artistic work up there as an act of generosity. Yes, because you understand that ideas are infinite. Yes, that ideas are like the ocean. And your attempts to do anything is like trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon. Yes, because all of us have more ideas than we could possibly execute. We have ideas in genres that are not executable. I myself have more ideas than I have time to work on right this now, and that is stuff that I know I can execute and execute well, let alone the ideas that are so far out of my genre I wouldn't even attempt to. I would just be giving these things away. They're just ideas. And besides, you're not worried about ideas, are you? No. Besides, one idea can be used in multiple ways by multiple writers because it's the execution that has value, not the idea itself. Yes. You know what? You know what a really, really significant thing is, Aloysius? People who are doing that, people who are deep, deep, deep in scarcity mindset, they look like amateurs. It never, ever looks like what people who succeed look like. Because the thing, I have had some contact with people who are very high in their profession. Like who? Well, I sent a fan letter to Jeanette Winterson after I read The Stone Gods. Yes, and she must get hundreds, thousands of fan letters. You know what she did? Jeanette Winterson translated into several languages, sold across the globe, international seller, prize winner, multiple novels. I'm one little person who said, I really liked your novel, Miss Winterson. You know what she did? She wrote me back. She wrote me back. Not her secretary, not an assistant. She wrote me back. Now, did I send that email expecting to be written back to? No, we didn't. We didn't. Not a chance. But she wrote us back. That is the kind of generosity that you need to have as a writer. And I'm not saying you should go bugging every writer that you know and testing them out whether they write you back or not. No. But writing any kind of art form is an act of generosity. It is an act of faith that what you give out will come back to you. And that's the thing I have seen that has really divided between people who are successful, people who will ultimately be able to make something. I'm not saying that you will be J.K. Rowling with a castle in Scotland type of make it. But I do know that people who lack generosity, people who don't work well with other people, people who decide that the way to get ahead is to tear others down, are not going to get very far. This is a collaborative world, the writing world. It is a world that is very small, and if you earn yourself a reputation for being rude to people, for thinking that you're going to be, I can afford to be rude to this person because I don't need I won't need them at any point. Well, sorry, but it's a really small world. I don't care whether you are self-publishing or assisted publishing. Don't do that. Don't for the love of God do that. That's a great way to get ripped off badly. You may as well self-publish, but do not do that. Or whether you're traditional publishing, eventually you are going to need a review. You might want a recommendation. You might want somebody to put for a quote for the back of your book. You know what? You start going round, you start out being rude, being condescending, being bullying, thinking I have to tear people down. And people have long memories. It might be 5, it might be 10 years, but yeah, you're going to remember that person. They might need a review on your blog. They might like to do an interview with you. They might like to submit their work to you. And you know what? They might not find the generosity that is so characteristic of people in this industry there if they poison the well. That's what scarcity thinking does. Yes. It's an extension of fear narrative, and it poisons the well. So, do you feel better, Aloysius? Yes, I feel better because I know it had nothing to do with me and it had everything to do with how they saw themselves. Yes, yes, Aloysius. And if you have been like Aloysius, in a situation where somebody has said something negative to you, especially about something petty and small, just keep them in mind. Keep in mind how they made you feel. Remember, you don't want to make someone feel like that yourself. And yes, don't be surprised if their little comment is the only thing you ever hear of them in the future. De Volker Finger, ich bin ja nicht lustbereise, sa. Bye-bye! If you would like to support this channel, come across to the Black Cockie Press website www.blackcockiepress.com.au, where you will find books and other materials to help with your writing.